Anybody else bored with the one hand clapping path? You know that the paw leaves a print. I'll come back to that. This is called importunity versus novelty. Dig that. See that? Novelty seemingly has lost its luster. Why has novelty lost its luster? Well, I believe that asking questions, and when I say believe, it's not my personal dogma. Asking questions, as far as what the research is showing me, is a privilege, not a right. Asking questions is a means of clarifying for oneself what exactly is the meaning, intent, obstacle, goal, which of course you don't have to have a goal. Most people don't. Or what's the end game? What's the obligation? What's the consequence, right? That's divination. Importunity is asking too many questions continuously, conspicuously. It's a way of being arrogant with question framing. And being arrogant with question framing precludes and presumes that you know the answer, or you seem to know the answer, or you don't even really have any interest in the process of discovering the question. Therefore, the question will not bridge, it won't congeal, it won't crystallize, because friction is the means of crystallization, and friction is that unknown, that not knowing, that inconclusive state, which some may frame it as being liminal, so in between state. Mostly you have different conceptions of what is classified as a subconscious mind, the Amduat, Thodol, Bardo. All this is, like you see here in the so-called physical, that's a word we use to describe this place, even though it doesn't really, answering questions doesn't actually resolve anything. The only way to let go of needing to know why, which is really the basis of the questions. Like me turning on the camera right now, I don't have a question. I'm being studious and thorough in my investigation of what has actually led to this particular outcome and this situation that you see on many different levels, under different names, different world events and things. But the way this place looks, it looks like a pile of shit. This is me speaking about the country that actually never had a chance to fulfill its promise. So, if anything, to be great is to never make a promise. Do not make a promise if you want to be great. Also, if they have questions and the questions are not pointing back to them, I'm not sure why they're asking the question. In other words, do you want to dialogue about something, or do you just want to shut shit down in a petty way? And really, it's a lack of character. But see, character is like writing and scribing and scripting. That's character. You have to build your character. But also, character can be seen as having to fulfill the obligation of boiling the water on the stove. Then you break the spaghetti. Some people hate that, by the way. This is just an example. You break the spaghetti, drop it in the boiled water, not the simmering water. It must be a rapid boil. Same way with the sauce. Don't let the sauce stick. To quote Ray Liotta, don't let the sauce stick. Think about it.